I am an addict, and it's not the kind of addict that you're thinking about. It's not about drugs. It's not about any substances that I've abused. It's nothing like that. This idea is actually from one of Leo's videos. If you're familiar with Leo from actualize.org. So I've watched a lot of his videos, and one of the ideas I come across with is the idea of addiction. So basically, he was saying that addiction is something that we crave from time to time because we are actually afraid of the void that we face when we're not doing that thing. And it makes sense that it's not just like for example, cigarettes or alcohol or any toxic things, but the reality is everyone is an addict. Every one of or every one of us has at least one thing that we always crave of doing. And if we don't do that thing, even for just a few hours, it feels like we are losing ourselves. And for me, the reason why I want to talk about this is because I found out from that video that I am actually addicted to doom scrolling to my phone. So, these past few days, I was actually reflecting about what should I do, and now ever since I watched this that video, I've been aware the every minute I touch my phone and I go to social media and I do scroll and watch a lot of things. I am actually aware now that I'm spending too much time on it and I am neglecting some responsibilities. So, since I am already aware of that bad habit, I was um, making a plan on how I am going to at least minimize my phone usage. But I noticed that I am only addicted to my phone when I'm here at my apartment. I don't crave any device at all when I'm at home with my parents, with my family. And I think from what Leo has said that addiction came from our fear of void, that emptiness within us. So when I think about it, since I am alone here in the apartment, I feel like I'm in constant need of a companion that I can talk to or I can feel their, their presence. And I don't have anything that is really fulfilling for myself when I'm here. I like when I'm home that I have someone to talk to and there's too much to do. And I feel like too much to do in a sense that it's not stressful, it's not a bad thing. The difference about the things I have to do at home and here in the apartment is the kind and the level of stress it brings to me. Because when I'm at home, it's comfortable, it's relaxing, and it's something that I can help my parents with. Unlike here in the apartment, I am very busy with academics and apart from that, some hobbies. So if I'm not doing anything aside from those things, I crave using my phone. And when I started reflecting on it, I realized how much time I am wasting. So I thought to myself, instead of consuming a lot of information, why don't I create instead or just have an outlet? Because if you know me in person and if we're close enough for me to share some things, you would know that I'm an overthinker. I have a lot of things going on in my mind, and sometimes I choose not to share it, even with my closest friends, even with my family, because it's going to be a burden. So, what I do is I tend to use my phone to distract myself, to divert my attention from the things I overthink about. And so, I believe that my phone addiction led to or is caused by with that kind of fear that I have no one to talk to, I have nothing to do, and um, the activities that I do with my phone is hitting me with a lot of dopamine. So it is a great way to distract myself. The problem is because of that kind of addiction, I started neglecting my academics. I don't have time so much for my physical activities, and I'm actually scared of that. I'm growing sedentary. I don't have any physical active activities because I've wasted too much time with my phone. And the problem with this kind of awareness is that I know how much time I'm wasting scrolling and watching a lot of things. But the problem with this is even if you know that it's not healthy and it's not good, and yeah, it's a bad habit, even if I have the two options in front of me, like, should I use my phone or am I gonna study? I know that I have to study, but it's not fun. It's more fun to do something with my phone instead, to read manuals, to scroll through Instagram, to look at some memes. It is more fun. And I couldn't make studying fun at all. So I just tend to spend time with my phone, doing the things that I find fun. And that is too much of an escape to reality. I feel like I've been running away so much from the reality of life. These fantasies that have been into, I feel like I'm in a bubble. I am so scared to get out of it. And so I stay in it. I stay with just doom scrolling. I refuse to study when deep down I know that it's gonna cost a lot of things, a lot of my future. That's why I'm starting to, you know, I'm going to make a rehab. I'm gonna rehab myself. So addict. Yeah, I'm going to have a rehabilitation for that. I'm going to make alternatives so that I don't use my phone too much and I don't have to be on social media all the time because I feel like I am going to lose a lot of myself if I sacrifice the time instead of focusing on myself, instead of working on my future, I feel like I'm going to regret it. So I know it's gonna be hard. I am so addicted to my phone, to dopamine. So I don't know what kind of detox I'm gonna take, since we are in an era where these devices, all these technologies are the ones that are ruling our life. But I wanted it to, remain as a tool. But currently, I feel like these tools are the ones that govern my life. So I don't want that. So I don't know what to do with this kind of setup. But I am going to have rehabilitation, because I don't want um, these modernization, these technologies taking away the joy of life that I'm trying so hard to gain, and I don't want a tool to get it out of me.